Hello friends, and welcome to today's video of Huldufólk. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I probably am not. But that was a very intense, like the moment I opened up the game, I downloaded it and it opened up straight away and it was just playing that music and it's just eerie. Like I don't know what to think about it. Like, woo. Loving the graphics though. It gives me 90s vibes on the PS1. It is 27 degrees here in London, which is unbeknown to London. Usually it's just rain and rain, so for us to have like anything over 20 degrees is skin meltingly hot for us. I love them sheep. I don't know, I can't tell if the sheep or not. The pixels are not making it clear enough for me. Oh, look at me, I'm a handsome lad.
Made it to the bed and breakfast house. It looks nice.
I'm so convinced.
A lot of cool sheep here.
Yeah, cool sheep, you know. Oh, I'm all about that sheep. I don't eat lamb, for those who might have wanted to know. Yes, that's how I knock on doors too, like
Ah, you must be the researcher coming to see if that build site is free from any archaeological artifacts.
Yep, that's me. The plane ride was long. I'm ready to rest up before I get to work.
It's nice to meet you. Welcome to my bed and breakfast. Come on in. Your room is right up the stairs. Come and meet me in the dining area after you've settled in.
You give off really murderous vibes, by the way. Love the way you sit down also. By the way, oh my god, I don't know if that was just me for a second, but do you see that? Oh, that really messed up my eyes there for a second. Okay, I'm putting my camera down. Oh, look at the way he took. Wow! I wish I could have skills like that. Take my bag off. Just, you know, clip my bag through my body. Must make it so much easier.
If you know anything about the Huldufólk.
Huldufólk? What's that about?
Mean creatures that roam certain spots of this island. They are very territorial and will do anything to keep people away from their land. Didn't the builders that hired you tell you of these creatures?
No, they didn't. But this is a joke, right?
Oh no, no joke at all. It is well known to the Faroese people that these creatures exist. But these builders that hired you, they don't seem to be aware of the Huldufólk. They must be foreigners.
Well, you're right on that. The builders are from the US. They want to build a hotel here. But let's say these Huldufólk are real. How would you get rid of them?
You can't. If you find out the build site is filled with Huldufólk, you must stop the build project, and you must stay away from the site. The creatures are invisible, and they can reveal themselves at will. Sometimes you can capture them on film too.
How can I tell if Huldufólk live there?
Keep a lookout for holes and mounds where they live in. Dirt circles on the ground indicate a Huldufólk was there digging for worms. And if there is a machine on site that is damaged, there could have been Huldufólk activity.
Okay, sure. I will take your advice then.
I'm only warning you. There's a common misconception about Huldufólk. Most people think they are not dangerous, but that isn't the case. I've had my encounters with the creatures before, and they don't like to be bothered. They have also taken some of my sheep.
I appreciate your warning and your hospitality. Now I must go lay down a bit. I'm tired.
There was a whole load to unpack just then. Okay, the Huldufólk, or however you pronounce it. So they're invisible creatures. I'm guessing nobody knows how big or small they are or whatever. Yet they dig around for worms. Like, I'm sorry, but like to me that just seemed really funny. Because like if you're invisible and you obviously clearly are a carnivore if you're eating sheep and worms, surely you would be going for something a bit bigger than just worms. Like, if you're invisible and you can just pop out like that, I don't know, that was just a concept. And plus the whole animation, like, it was so natural. That's how I talk to people. Like, my arms start waving all over the place. Am I supposed to just wander off into the hills? Oh, okay. No, I'm supposed to wander off into the hills in my car. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Is that a hole? I can't tell. Like, how am I supposed to know what a hole looks like? I'm sorry, did I see that correctly? That looked like a fucking gremlin.
A long time ago. There's also a weird artifact on the image. Maybe the camera is dirty.
I'm sorry, you can see arms, legs, body, and a head, and you say that the camera is dirty?
But more than likely, it's just been currently placed here by travelers or workers.
I'm really beginning to question this man's level of IQ, for the simple fact of what travelers and what workers put rocks like that? Okay, like, okay, doing of people from hundreds of years ago, okay, maybe they had a ritual of some sort and that was their thing. But what workers and what travelers go, that's a big rock, let me put that there, and then maybe next time when someone else comes along, they'll stick another one on top of it. I'm sorry, I'm just ripping this game to pieces. I do apologise. What was that? Gremlin? Is that you? Oh, I hear ya. I'll smell you in a minute. Right, so let's see if I can go...
There's nobody here.
Well, I wonder why. Probably because it's creepy as hell. No one wants to... What is with these textures? Like, what is that? It's unfortunate I can't run. I enabled sticky keys by accident. I sound really, like, upset about that when I'm, like, perfectly aware that it was my own fault. Can I go in here? Ooh, gremlin. No.
Okay, this could be Huldufólk. Or I'm being pranked.
Woo! Wow, aren't you a handsome fella? That kind of did scare me a little bit. Surely that would be killing me. But he's a handsome fella. Ooh, can I take you on a date, sir? Oh, what the hell is this? Are you telling me that basically this man goes to the middle of wherever this place is, I'm assuming Ireland, he goes off and there's like this whole Huldufólk kind of thing. He finds a hole in the wall, or a hole in the mound or whatever it is, thinks he's being pranked, gets abducted by a handsome little gremlin, and then dies. Like, I'm sorry, but there's just so much to unpack here for a second. Like, let me just break this down for you on what my brain is going through right now. This man's level of IQ is seriously worrying. Okay, like I get with the whole, like, you know, even in real life, you know, with all these theories of Huldufólk or, you know, Wendigos or whatever it is that there's a theory about on a creature that no one's seen, and if they have seen, then they've not made it out to tell the tale or whatever like that. Okay, I get that he feels like he's being pranked, but what level must a prank go to have a gaping hole in a mound? I don't know whether you've not been pranked before or something like that, but if someone is willing to take their time out of their entire life to build a hole that big just to prank you, they need to get a life. Like, you know what? I'm gonna play it one more time. Second of all, actually, now that I think about this, why is this man going by himself? And surely, because this man is clearly from a company that, you know, has builders and stuff like that, and he's from America, so he's clearly from some sort of corporation that's been planning to build on this plot of land, then he clearly must be known to people. So if he'd gone missing, surely they would have come down to this place themselves, or probably got the police or something like that, got to talk to this Irishman, right? Which they then would have said, okay, I warned about this guy about Huldufólk, and I sent him to, you know, he went off onto this land where there's a building site, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And then they would have found the hole in the mound, and then would have gone in there and found him. Like, I don't think it's that hard, but this is game logic. We're going with game logic here. Therefore, that means that this man, even though he's in a corporation, no one gives tiny rat says about his ability to live or not. Also, for what I'm thinking about it now as well, I'm probably thinking into this way too much. But if these Huldufólk, I wonder if it's actually based on a true story, I'm not actually sure. But anyways, what I'm thinking is, if they're, knee height, maybe to waist height, and they're able to grab sheep that are of this size, okay, fair enough, they might be doing it invisible. But why is it that when they attack me, they're not invisible? Like, I get it, there was an invisible one that was like right by the stone when, you know, the little wall bit, which was kind of random now that I think about it. Why was that placed there like that? I love how he just brings that up so casually.
That roam certain spots of this island.
Like, if you went to a bed and breakfast, right, and you were in the dining room, and the host of the bed and breakfast sat you down and was like, hey, have you heard of this said creature that is really mean and might capture you and kill you and eat you? I don't know about you, but I'd probably get out of there. First place.
Okay.
I love how my car was driving away without me there. These self-driving cars, am I right? Sometimes they'll leave without even the passenger in them, apparently. Right, so I'm going to go up to the tractor. I'm not going to do anything with the mound, but I'm going to go up to the tractor. Okay, snappy, snappy. Almost took that picture without you there. Gotta get that little selfie in, I guess. And then go back to my car, if I can. That's what I want to know if I can do. Oh, okay, I missed this before. Oh, I missed this.
This needs some repairing. There's also another artifact on my photo. Damn camera.
Of course. Blame the camera. Blame the camera. Okay, cool. Now I'm going back to my car. Well, I'm going to see if I can go back to my car, because if I can't, well, then I'm stuck. I'll just have to die. Come on, come back. You were self-driving a second ago. Just move over here. Or maybe I'm just too stupid to go under the roof. Wow. Oh, I love it when the character has 0 IQ. Oh, it makes me feel super smart because I'm quite stupid. Right, so you know what? Let's just die because I've had enough. Just to add to what I said before, if someone's gonna make something that hole and that big of a hole and that deep, I wouldn't say you're being pranked, to be quite fair with you. Now I'm being whisked away to my honeymoon with this handsome being. I'm going to name him John. I don't know why I picked John. To be fair, I was thinking about going with Jeff, but I thought that's too much of a comical name. Why am I rising? Is it me or am I rising? Was I having an outer body experience there for a second? Probably. But okay, so the archaeologist. Wait, hold on. He's an archaeologist. I thought he was just a researcher. I mean, okay, fair enough. They did say researching for what. They didn't mention that bit. But an archaeologist should be in a place where there's probably other archaeologists, I would assume. I mean, they're digging up bones of dinosaurs, not looking around to see if a land is able to be built on, I'd assume. I mean, I'm not an archaeologist, I can't talk, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you did like this video, and let me know down in the comments below if there's anything else you want me to look at. I'm open to suggestions and anything like that. But anyways, if you did like this video, please click that like button down below, and while you're there, please click the subscribe button so you're told when my next video has been uploaded. Bye!